here we are, as promised in my Voodoo Tactical bag review. I am doing a shootout, I guess as the case may be, to the Condor 36-inch single rifle bag, which I previously reviewed, and the Voodoo Tactical 36-inch double rifle bag, also previously reviewed. And when I did the Condor bag review, there were some people that said that the Voodoo bag and the Condor bag were essentially the exact same bag, maybe even made in the same factory. And then some other people said no, there weren't. The Voodoo bag was a lot better. So when I got a second AR, needed a double rifle bag, went ahead and decided to get the Voodoo bag so I could compare them. You know, help me out, maybe help you out in your decision-making process. And so a little rundown of the two bags for you. So welcome to Kitchen Floor Stadium. Need a little bit more space, so I have a little different background today. Today we have the kitchen floor. So welcome. So here we go. These are the two bags like I mentioned. They both come in exactly the same colors, black, coyote, olive, and a camo. They are roughly the same price. Well, they're close. The Voodoo bag is roughly $20 more. I think I paid, I want to say $59 or $69 for the Condor bag, and the Voodoo bag was $89. Retail price on both of them is of course more, but street price was around that price. The setup on the bags, they are darn close to each other, admittedly. The setup, you know, if you're just a casual internet observer looking at them, I really did think they were essentially the same bag and would have believed that they were made in the same factory. However, as I look at them, there are some differences. Is one better than the other? I don't know if I would go all the way that far. You can decide for yourself. Take a look at my review here and see what you think, and of course, throw in some comments and let me know what you think. If you have some other ideas or thoughts, or if you've owned one of these bags, let me know. So let's go through them. The setup on them is essentially exactly the same. They both have 3 pouches on the front here, and the pouches are pretty much identical to each other. They both have a pouch here that will hold 4 AR mags, 4 P mags that I happen to have in them. They both have the same setup with a piece of Velcro, small piece to Velcro it down, and then they both have the snap hooks to close them. When I initially did my review of the Condor bag, if you saw that, I thought these were a little over-engineered and it kind of annoyed me. But now that I've used it for a while, I really don't mind them at all. You know, maybe this Velcro, if you have a bunch of stuff in it, maybe it wouldn't be quite strong enough. So this little extra engineered snap, I actually don't mind now. The difference between these bags, like I said, they're all exactly the same. The 2 bags on the outside are identical, and the pouch on the inside, same size in both of them. They both have a Velcro strap here, or a Velcro piece, so that you can put a mission patch or a little evil smiley face patch, whatever you like. But the difference is on the Voodoo bag, these are sewn in, so they are part of the bag. On the Condor bag, they are on via the PALS webbing, and you can take them off. Condor makes several different styles of pouches, and if you don't like these pouches like I initially thought I didn't, I was going to take these off and swap them out for some different pouches. They had some pouches that were more magazine specific, and I was thinking about getting one of those. Now I don't really mind it. I'm fine with the pouches. So which style is better between the two? Well, it's kind of a toss-up. It depends what you're looking for. If you like these pouches the way they are, then I say that the Condor is better because they are part of the bag and they're more sturdy. If you want to swap the pouches out, you want a little variety, or sorry, the Voodoo bags, but I'm not sure what I just said, but I went for the Voodoo bag because it's part of it. If you want a little more variety, then the Condor bag obviously has more versatility there because you can swap these out. But again, these pouches are a little bit more floppy on the bag. So kind of a toss-up, depends what you're looking for. On the edges here, the Voodoo bag has some more PALS webbing, whereas the Condor bag does not. Both of these sets of pouches are on top of a base of exactly the same size. I'll get to that in just a minute. Before I do that, there are some cinch straps. On the Condor, or the Voodoo bag, I'm going to screw this up throughout the whole review, mixing these bags up. The Voodoo bag, there are cinch straps on both the bottom and the top, whereas on the Condor bag, there are cinch straps only at the top. The logic I could see for this, the Voodoo bag is a double rifle bag, and if you happen to have only one rifle in it, then you may want to cinch it down a little bit tighter, both top and bottom, and that's where those 2 sets of straps may come in. Otherwise, I don't find it to be that huge of a deal. It's certainly not a deal breaker one way or the other. The straps on the Condor bag are actually a little bit easier to get into, because on the Voodoo bag, the cinch straps go all the way around front to back of the bag, if you can see that. So to get into any pocket on the bag, to get into this front pocket, to get into the main compartment, you have to undo the cinch straps. On the Voodoo bag, sorry, the Condor bag, we'll get there. On the Condor bag, these cinch straps are only over the main compartment. So I kind of prefer that. I don't know, I'm probably not going to go into the smaller compartment very much, so maybe it's not really a big deal in the end. But again, I don't think that's a win or lose either way for either bag. It's just different. But so there's that. Now, on the inside, how about the zippers? Let's do zippers next. There was a comment that the zippers on the Voodoo bag were much more robust. To my eye, I don't know if I would say that. So how about the zipper pulls? On the Condor bag, the zipper pulls are metal tabs. And they do have the ability, if you push them together, that you can lock them. Put a little lock through here. On the Condor, on the Voodoo bag, the zipper pulls have paracord, and of course are not lockable therefore. Are the zippers themselves any different? To my eye, they really are not. If someone is smarter than me with zippers, feel free to throw in your 2 cents and say so. But to my eyes, I can't tell. The zippers on the Voodoo bag, this is very small. A little bit easier to move back and forth. It's not bad on the Condor bag. Again, it's essentially negligible, the same. So let's open this this smaller front compartment. And take a look inside there, because there are some differences here finally. So, first of all, they both have exactly the same setup for these 2 pockets here. Exactly the same. Put a pistol in each one of these. Heavy Velcro here. Put a pistol in there. Identical. However, where they differ is the top of that. On the Condor bag, it's just one piece of, nothing here. However, on the Voodoo bag, there are 2 additional pouches here. One here, over on the side, and one up on top for the other 2/3 of the bag. So you can put some small stuff in there, some clothes, some gloves, hat, whatever. Some stuff that's a little compressible because there's not going to be a lot of space there when you have the bag closed. So win for the Voodoo bag there, because there is a little bit more stuff on the inside there, a little bit more extra options for carrying stuff. Zip this back up. Moving on, how about carry handle? Identical. There we go. Both carry handles are identical. They both are 2 pieces, and you undo the Velcro, and the carry handles apart. Identical carry handles. How about options for carrying the bag? Here's another place where there are some differences. So on the Condor bag, there is this strap here. And this strap fixes to either end here, and you can Velcro down in place, so it keeps it kind of out of the way. That's a nice touch. You can then take it off and wear it over your shoulders, kind of like a sling bag like this, which is how I typically carry it. Alternatively, if you don't like having the strap back here, you can take it off here and mount it here, or heck, you could do it here and here, or here and here, and carry it that way. If you want to carry it kind of over your shoulder, almost like kind of, sort of a messenger style laptop kind of bag, just carry it hanging down this way. Move this out of the way for a minute. On the Condor bag, the Voodoo bag, there are more options. First, if you want to carry it like a backpack, you can put these straps on. Somehow. There you go. So you can mount those on there like that, carry it like a backpack. If you're carrying it a longer distance, that is going to be a little bit more comfortable. I don't know that I'll ever carry it that way. There's then the similar idea to the Condor bag with this shoulder strap, and I suppose there's a few more options of where you can attach the shoulder strap. diagonally there, one side or the other, diagonally there, or similar to the Condor bag, front and back. Where is it? Right there. Front and back, carried over your shoulder, kind of sort of messenger style. So the Voodoo bag does have a few more options there, a little more variety. All right, let's move on to the inside. So the Condor bag, or the Voodoo bag, of course, is a double rifle bag. So obviously it's going to hold 2 rifles. You could argue that that's a win. Otherwise, the quality and the setup on the inside of the bag, both sides of the Voodoo bag are exactly the same. So I'll just throw the Condor in here so you can compare them right next to each other and see that they are essentially exactly the same bag. They both have the corners here where the rifle goes into. Both padded essentially the same. They both have the lip of padding here that's about 3 inches deep. They're really the same on both bags also. The Velcro straps for Velcroing the rifle into place. Exactly the same setup. The only difference is that the Voodoo bag holds 2 rifles and the Condor bag holds 1. Condor does make a double rifle bag, as I remember. So again, win either way. No, it's just whichever bag you want to buy, 1 rifle or 2 rifles. All right, so there you have it. There is a rundown of the bags. Is one bag better than the other bag? They are both pretty close. I don't think you would be unhappy with either bag. They're both versatile in different areas. The Condor bag has some different pouch options you can remove, but the Voodoo bag has some PALS options here, has some more pockets on the inside. It does have a few more different ways to carry it. If I had to buy another bag, if I had to buy a 3rd bag, which way would I go? It's a tough choice. I think I would give, now that I am fine with these pouches, now that I'm good with them, I think I would give the nod to the Voodoo bag, because I do like the fact that these pouches are sewn in, and so they're a little bit more sturdy on there. They're not flopping around. I don't have a big issue with this Voodoo bag when I'm carrying it, and I have, a set of binoculars in here and 4 magazines in here. Haven't really had a problem with it, but I think if I had to buy a 3rd bag, I would get another Voodoo bag. Again, the price is pretty close. The bags are very similarly constructed. I don't think you'd be unhappy with either one. So let me know your comments if you've had one of these bags or both of these bags. If you think I'm way off base, throw in your 2 cents. If you think I was horribly off on the zippers, let me know. Tell me what you think. So there's some more bag reviews coming, of course, some more knife, gun reviews and stuff. So hang around, get a cup of coffee, subscribe, and as always, I appreciate you watching.